Mother. I was...
Deception. Deception.
How was the DAR meeting, Mother? Didn't you go to the DAR meeting?
No. I didn't have the courage to go to the DAR meeting. Nor did I have the strength. In fact, I wanted to find a hole and climb in it and stay there forever.
Mother, why are you doing that? Why are you...
Why? Why? How old are you, Laura?
Mother, you know my age.
I thought you were an adult, but it seems like I was mistaken.
Please don't stare at me, Mother.
What's going to become of us? Where will we go from here? What's our future?
Has something happened, Mother? Mother, has something happened?
No, I'll be all right in a minute. I'm just bewildered by life.
Mother, I wish you'd tell me what's happened.
Well, as you know, I was to be initiated today as an officer at the DAR. So when I was going over there, I went by Rubicon Business College to tell them about your cold and get an update of your progress over there. I went right away to your typing instructor and I introduced myself as your mother. Wingfield, she said, we don't have a student here by the name of Wingfield. I said, oh yes you do, my Laura's been coming to this school since January. She said, do you mean that shy little girl who dropped out after a few days? I said, no, my daughter Laura's been coming every day here for the last 6 weeks. And she said, excuse me. And she got out the attendance book where your name was clearly written and all the days of absence. And after a few days, they concluded you weren't coming back anymore. Even then, I didn't believe her. I said, no, there must be a mix-up. This isn't true. She said, no, I remember well. She was the shy girl. She was so nervous. She was so nervous she could hardly hit the keyboards. And then one day we did a speed test, and she almost collapsed on the floor that we had to carry her out to the washroom. And then she didn't show up for a few days, so we tried to call at home, but no one answered the phone. I guess that's the time I was working in that department store demonstrating news. Anyway, I got so faint. They had to sit me down. They had to give me a glass of water so I could come to again. $50 of tuition up the spout. All my hopes and dreams, and I was, Laura, what are you doing?
Oh!
Where have you been going when I've been thinking that you've been going to Rubicon Business College? What have you been doing?
I went walking.
That's not true.
It is. I just been walking.
Walking? Walking? And deliberately courting pneumonia with that light little coat you have? Where did you walk to, Laura?
All sorts of places, mostly in the park.
Even when that cold was coming on?
It was the lesser of two evils, Mother. I couldn't go back there. I threw up on the floor.
So you tell me you were leaving here at 7:30 and until 5 you were walking in the park making me believe that you were going to Rubicon Business College?
It wasn't as bad as it sounds. I went inside places to get warmed up.
Inside? Inside where?
I went to the art museum and the birdhouse. At the zoo, I visited the penguins every day. Sometimes I went without lunch and went to the movies. Lately, I've been spending most of my afternoon in the jewel box, that big glass house where they raise the tropical flowers.
So you did all that to deceive me? Just for deception? Why?
Mother, when you get that awful, disappointed look in your face, you look like the picture of Jesus, Mother, in the museum.
Hush, hush, hush.
I couldn't face it.
So, what's going to become of us, Laura? Are we just going to sit here and watch the parade go by? Are you just going to play with that glass menagerie all day, darling? Or play those records, that painful reminder from your father that he left behind here? After all, we can't have a business career. We suffer from nervous indigestion. Oh well. It seems to me it's a life of dependency, Laura. Life of dependency. Oh, but Laura, you know, some girls do marry. Have you ever come across a nice young man that you like?
Yes, I liked one once. I came across his picture a while ago.
He gave you his picture?
No, it's in the yearbook.
Oh, a high school boy.
Here he is. In the Pirates of Penzance.
The what?
The operetta the senior class put on. He had a wonderful voice. And we sat across the aisle from each other Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays in the auditorium. See his picture? See him with the silver cup for debating? See his grin?
He obviously had a jolly disposition.
He used to call me Blue Roses.
Why did he call you that name?
Well, when I had the attack for pleurosis, he asked me when I got back what was the matter with me. And I said, pleurosis. He thought I said blue roses. So that's what he used to call me ever since then. Every time he saw me, he would say, "Hello, Blue Roses." I never cared for the girl he went out with, Emily Mersenbach. She was the best dressed girl at Solid. She never was sincere.
She never struck me as being sincere, though.
She never struck me, though, as being sincere. In the personal section, it says they got engaged. That was 6 years ago. They must be married by now.
Oh, Laura, don't worry. Girls who don't quite make it in business careers, they often end up marrying a nice young man. And that's just what we're going to do for you.
But Mother,
Yes, Laura?
I'm crippled.
You're not crippled. I've told you not to say that word. You just have a slight defect. And that can easily be camouflaged with charm, vivacity, charm. And your father had plenty of charm.